Test 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Test 1 1 2 2 3 3. Yeah. Okay. Hi everybody. Welcome to my stream. Yeah. What are we doing today? We are painting this dude here. My conversion of the Stormstrike Pallador that I've shown you in my last short video. And yeah, we will be painting him up. But first, before some people are joining, we will be finishing up these two fellas here from the last stream with the last little bits to paint on them. Oh, and there we have our first guests for today, Marker 7759 and Joseph Maureen 6790 and Terzoros. Hello everybody. You are audible. Let's go. Yeah, I'm audible. So, what to do? Yeah, let's start with the brown. Sorry. So, what are you guys up to? What are you doing right now? If you're painting, what are you painting? The usual stuff that is going on with you guys. So, let's mix in a little bit of the more gas bone into my right side. Start height outlining. Pun intended. At the moment, preparing a new Elder playfield, so it's terrain building. Oh, interesting. Spicy stuff. Feel free to drop Instagram links or drop pictures in my Discord. Oh, while we're at it, I could drop the Discord join link real quick. Wait a second. Go. Copy. There we go. If you want to join the Discord and drop stuff in there, go ahead. I'd love to see some of your finest work. So today I'm testing out this overhead shot here. What do you think? Is that better or worse than the more frontal view? For marker, I'm not using Insta. Will set up pics in Discord as soon as I start painting. At the moment it's modeling and preparing the paint. Okay. You know, if you have an Instagram, if you have a Facebook account, you can just log into Insta with that. You don't have to make a separate Instagram account. But if you don't like Mark Zuckerberg's brainchild, then it's totally fine. You don't have to. Camera view is good. Okay. is the sharpness okay? Is everything in focus? And is the music in the background too loud, too silent? Am I too silent or too loud? Music may be a little too loud compared to your mic camera angle. Okay, just that. How about now? Is that better, music-wise? Am I well understandable right now? Don't get Instagram as a starter, or the good work will demotivate you. Paint for yourself. Well, I use Instagram mainly as my main source of a gallery to gather all the pictures of my miniatures. I don't want to get famous over Instagram or something like that. With my 20 likes on a picture, it's nothing to drag home about. But I like it to well, gather my my miniature pictures and being able to share them easily. Just one link drop and everybody can see what I'm up to. That's why I like it. Maybe another 5% more quiet on the music. Nothing to be perfect. Okay, let's do that here. Okay, how about now? Test 1, 2, 3. Test. I rewatched my latest stream on New Year's Eve, and you couldn't hear the music, or very barely, so I made it a little bit louder today, but it seems to be perfect. Okay, wonderful, good to know. Thank you for helping adjusting it. So, what kind of terrain exactly are you building? Are you building some ruins, or you said some Eldar stuff? German precision. Well, I have two ways to adjust that. First on my OBS, the desktop volume, and second on the YouTube video that I'm playing in the background, the volume turn up there. You know, I'm quite new to the streaming side of things. I've dabbled here and there in the past, but I try to make that a more regular thing now with my channel. So since my videos are not doing great whatsoever, thanks to the YouTube algorithm, I thought, well, maybe give streaming a chance and slowly shift from making videos to a more streaming focused channel. Maybe that will help bring in more customers / viewers. I hope you don't mind. Hello Commander 21A. Great work. Thank you. From iWeo, Yay, first time I catch you live. I learned painting Lord of the Rings memes from you. Oh, then you are quite a veteran viewer here. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. So right now I'm highlighting here this parchment cloth thingy. With a good old bleached bone, or morghast bone, how it's called nowadays. You know, when you once learn the color's name and they switch to a different name over the years, you tend to keep at the old name out of habit. Now 5 years in, but you're a legendary veteran. Yeah, another nice word to say old fuck. So, from Marker, so my elder board shall represent an old elder world covered in ice. The board consists of a webway gate on the one side, with stairs leading up to the portal platform, as well as several walkways of the ground. Oh, that's quite an ambitious project. Would like to see some photos of that. Even in the building phase. And platforms with different shrines and generators. Neat. So the Elder terrain that you're building, are you by any chance modeling that after the Dawn of War terrain that the Elder had? Yes, exactly. Some of it's inspired by Dawn of War, others is by Codex art. Oh, neat. Yeah, Dawn of War had some really interesting takes on buildings. Dawn of War had a really big impact over the years on the overall depiction of stuff in Warhammer 40k. I guess you have some of you might have seen the videos from Zorb, where he made his Dawn of War campaign with all the Dawn of War buildings. it's a pity Games Workshop never released terrain kits featuring the Dawn of War stuff in the past. That would be neat. I would love to have a Space Marine Citadel. That should be cool. Unfortunately, I only have a very tiny 3D printer from Anycubic. So I can't print big terrain pieces like that. But oh well. It is as it is. Though the walkways I want to look like in the 6th edition Codex art for Craft World interiors. And yes, the Dawn of War on tabletop campaign was cool. Codex art for Craft World interiors. I can't think of an image for that. Well, when I see it, I probably will recognize it, but out of the top of my head I can't imagine it right now. So, anybody else pending something in the background? Oh dang it, I missed this parchment here. I guess I have to repaint that now, when I'm done with gold. Any topics you want me to chat about? Dang it. I overbrushed the gold on the grey cloak. I need to fix that. Okay, fixed. Did you play Dawn of War back in the day? And if so, what was your favorite faction? Yes, I did play Dawn of War, and I did play every Dawn of War title up until Dawn of War, the last one that had really bad reviews. I didn't play that. But every part of Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2. And my favorite faction, Space Marines. I'm looking forward to the new Dawn of War that they announced. I hope it lives up to the hype. So, and I guess your favorite faction was Eldar? Just out of a gut feeling. Yeah, demo looked really cool, and I like the studio's attitude and approach. I spammed Eldar and Tau in PvP. Yes. Knew it. Yeah, to be honest, I was never a big Eldar fan. Reason being is I like armies that have a cohesion look to them, and the concept of an army that is a mix of random extremely colorful troops that don't have any army cohesion, like here you have the Banshees in bone white, then you have the Fire Dragons in red, then you have the Reapers in black, and so on, and Scorpions in green, and then you have your main army color, maybe Bieltan in green with white, that doesn't fit to the aspect warriors. I never liked that aspect of the Eldar. That's also the reason why, for example, I don't like playing the Dark Angels or the Blood Angels. I like the lore behind them, I like the rules that they have, but I don't like a mix of different colored troops in my army. So that's why I paint my Crimson Vow coherent in one army color. All red all the time. marker. I have my elder aspects all in the same 3 base colors switched around a bit. Well, that's one way to do it. Okay, they are nearing completion. Now let's give it a silver highlight. So each aspect still has some difference, but you have color cohesion. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to approach that. So in the Dark Angels, for example, you have your green troops, then you have your black Raven Wing, and then you have bone-colored Deathwing. That doesn't look cohesion. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. The Blood Angels, you have your Red Marines, and then you have the Black Death Company. Nah, not for me. Dang it, Angie, you and your hairs flying around everywhere. Landing on my wet palette. So what colors are you painting your Elder then in? Yeah, the hammers here with the diamond-shaped head are always very strange to paint. Here I have converted the hammer with one of the old Stormcast hammers. I think it looks better that way. Also this one here. lightning effect here. Light blue, white and orange. Oh, that's a cool combination. Armor of light blue, gem lenses in orange, white for squad marking, aspects, arts, and weapon system. Yeah, the blue and orange definitely is a nice contrast, and white is a neutral color. Yeah, that should work really nicely. Must be a cool look when the whole army is together on the tabletop. Is my music empty? Please continue with the music. Okay, there we have the music back. Yay! So even though he had a quite rough primer on him as a miniature rescue, I still think he turned out okay. He can't complain. Hello, Jess. Nice of you to drop by. We're finishing up here this 2 Stormcasts from the last stream. From the New Year's Eve stream, and after that we are tackling the Stormstrike Pallador. So, what are you up to this fine Saturday evening? Resting, long week. Well, prep yourself a drink. And enjoy the stream. Do you have anything on your painting desk at the moment? By the way, here these anti-spilling printouts are really handy. I can highly recommend owning one of those, either by purchasing or 3D printing them. Especially for washes and shade pots, they are invaluable. You don't want to go without them. He already has. Oh, I missed painting his gloves. Let's do that really quick. Also, here his leather straps are not painted. Unit cohesion is important. Black. Wrong color. Brown. Sorry for that. Okay. I think that works. Nice, nice. So, only things left to do is make the base on her and make the base on him. And then we're done with the unit. But, yeah, that aside, let's grab some texture paste. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. There we go. Texture the space real quick. Unfortunately, he does not have any ruin parts on his base, but that's okay. Not everyone needs to have that. Some members with just a plain texture base is okay. That's what I decided. Are you guys still there? Long time no live sign in chat. Everybody lurking. So, speaking of Dawn of War, what video games are you guys playing right now? So, I'm replaying Horizon Zero Dawn at the moment. And I'm having lots of fun with it. Even though I know the story already. Ah, we have a living sign, a bloop. A happy bloop. A happy tentacle bloop. Thank you for blooping. Every bloop counts. Okay, mission successful. The texture has been applied. Yay! He needs to dry now. Put the rest back in the container. Dawn of War Defensive Edition, Battlefield 6, Magic the Gathering Arena und LOL. Oh, that's quite a spread. And during Christmas vacation, did a revisit to Drakensang. Never heard of that. Well, my go-to games at the moment are, like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn. Then my all-time favorite for my MMO side of things is Guild Wars 2, obviously. Then Magic the Gathering Arena every day for the dailies. Then for the past 3 months I've been quite addicted to Ball X Pit. I'm awaiting the new update that is coming out in January, hopefully. Or was it April? Somewhere in the first quarter of 2026, they promised to get a new update. Drakensang gleich DSA Adventure Games. Ah, das schwarze Auge. Also Drakensang. So. The Stormcast Eternals, the Sequitors are all done now. And the bases, but that I will do off stream. And soon it is time for this neat little fella here. We'll tackle him at the 1 hour mark of this stream. But first, I need a coffin nail, a little break. So, while we're on break, why not go to Instagram and have a look around? Okay, monitor right side, there we go. So, let's scroll around, see what we got. Somebody's doing quite an interesting trench base. Cool stuff. With oil weathering. Oh yes, here's those ill effects and lighting effects for the exhaust plume. Very cool stuff. I love the stuff from what I call it, Deadly Print Studio. Yeah, that's really cool. From El Miniaturista. Neat. So, by the way, would you like me to see, would you like to see me do some reaction videos on some speed paintings or stuff like here on Instagram right now? Would that be something you would be interested in? commenting on stuff like that. I don't know about the new zombies here from Age of Sigmar. I know that they want to distinguish themselves with the zombies from other brands, that you can't just drop in generic zombie XY, but with the branches and the stakes through the heart attached to a gravestone. I don't like them. That's neat. Nice non-metallic metal here. Very clean paint job. Nice. By the way, when I talk in the direction of my monitor, can you actually hear me, what I'm saying? That's a nice marine. Old school. Ooh, that's interesting. I recently painted one of those as well. Nice take on it. Got 4-back. Possessed. That's, by the way, what I do quite often. I browse Instagram for inspiration, for some cool techniques. That's interesting here with the clear rod through the through the debris. I would have painted it, to be honest, with a clear rod. I'm not a fan of the clear stuff, but the idea of inserting a rod as a laser blast, that's cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. Go back. So, could you actually hear me when I was talking to the monitor or not? And let's get on with it. My brand new color, Harriman Blue. I bought that color 2 days ago. straight out of the pot. It's a little bit too thick. A little bit more water. My cat is sneezing in the background. So, let me talk a little bit about Gryff Stalkers, or Gryff Beasts in general. You know, the Stormcast Eternals have several kinds of Gryff Beasts in their ranks, starting with the Gryff Hound, over the Gryff Stalker, the actual Gryff. Then you have the cities of Sigmar with the Demi-Gryff and actual Gryphon. You have Hippogryphs. Then you have Owlgryphs. You have Crowgryphs. Like, for example, the new Lord Veritant has. It's a kind of Gryff Hound, but not with an eagle head, but with a crow. Same goes for the Stalker that the new Lord Tempest is riding. It's like a Gryff Stalker, but also with crow in it. So, I have basically three theories how these all these kinds of Gryff creatures are created. So, the first version would be from an evolutionary standpoint or viewpoint, that they have a common ancestor, like for example apes here in our world, or cats, that they have one ancestor and they branched out into several different kinds of species. But since the timeline of the mortal realms is not over several million years, but just a few thousand years, that's not very likely. And also the mortal realms and all its inhabitants are actually manifested into existence before they started to procreate. That's the least likely theory. Another theory is that they have one predecessor that is creating chimeras by interbreeding with other species. So, for example, you have when the mortal realms were formed, one being from the old world being reincarnated. Let's say it was a griffin. And this griffin then bred with, for example, a horse. And so hippogriffins were created. Or here the griffstalkers. And then he breed it maybe with a lion. And so the storm griffins were formed, the ones that are carrying or pulling the chariots, and so on. And then theory number 3 is that they just naturally formed how they are. Demi-griffin singing "I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die." Well, this is not a demi-griffin. This is a griffstalker. No, not a griffstalker. Dang it, how are they called now? Griff Charger. That's the word. Oh, sorry, I'm not that deep into AOS. No problem. So, what do you think is the most likely cause for all that different Griffin variants? So this needs to dry before I can apply a second coat to make it nice and even. Or I could use my handy dandy Dryomatic 2000. Let's do that real quick. I will mute. 1 second. Okay, there we're back with sound. Since it is not a chimera, it is probably evolution, I would say. But this is a chimera. You can see, this is a mixture out of horse and bird. A chimera is technically a mixed creature out of two different creatures. Well, I must say the covering ability of Ahriman Blue is not the greatest. I know the standard definition or depiction of a chimera is a lion beast with 3 different heads: a goat head, dragon head, and a serpent. No, goat, lion, and dragon / serpent. And it is fire breathing. So, by the way, what I'm doing here right now, don't do that with your best brush. This is a quite old brush. I've marked it here. This is a base coat brush now. To apply quick base coats like this. I really like painting those Griff Chargers or Griff Stalkers or the Griff Hounds. They are also quite colorful. You can go completely nuts with them. I accidentally painted one as a wall chocobo. I wanted to paint it orange, but I over highlighted it and it turned out yellow. But it looks neat. So we're nearing a nice even coverage. The first color. It's always the stage that takes the longest to have the first proper layer, but it's worth it. And that's also one of the first things you need to learn, to apply a nice and even color code on your miniatures. Everything that you do is building up on that skill. And don't worry if we overpaint other details like cloaks or claws or something like that. You can always overpaint anything with more color. Yeah, he's blue now. Yay! Well, it's more of a teal color, but you get the gist of it. So, that need to dry. So while this is drying, why don't we take the rider for a spin and give it a nice metal coat. No, the shield is not primed, but I don't care. So, let's take our sponge. Nice fair play. Hello, Will Stonehouse. Welcome to the stream. So, let's test that, shall we? The sponge method. So what exactly do you mean by fair play? According to what? So I must say, the cut up sponge works really nice, especially with the edge that I have here. I can really target where I want to apply the color. Fat Rhino, sorry I missed most of the stream. I'm watching it from the beginning. Is there a regular time to catch these? I keep missing them. Well, I have not settled on a regular time, to be honest. I try to aim them to start around 5 o'clock Central European time. Normally, that's a good time zone for me to start. It's not too early, not too late. If I stream for several hours, then I'm able to catch several different time zone people from England to Australia, and in the later stages people from America. But for example, today I started around 5:30, so I don't have a stream schedule, so to speak of. Sorry. I'm working on that. Seeing at what time periods most people are watching here. So when I see that most people are entering the stream when I'm about to shut off the stream, because I was streaming for 3 hours and nobody came, well, that means that I have to start streaming at a later date. Hello, Raven Hobbies. Nice of you to drop by. Welcome to the stream, where we try to sponge this Gryph-stalker. Getting in there is quite tough. Way. Our famous Mandalorian once said, "This is the way." Oh, not a slippery cam, but a slippery light source. Sorry for that. Sorry, didn't notice. Yeah, so much for the first coat. There we go. Now let's add some blue horror to the mix. Load the sponge. Let's do it. Those colors look like they would work well for the Lord of Change. Yeah, definitely. My cat is saying meow. Should I believe her? That's one blue bird. Yes, it's very blue. I really like the Griff Stalkers and Griff Chargers and Griff Hounds and stuff. I said that before. Because they are so colorful. You can experiment with them however you like. You can make them as colorful or as pale as you like. And I don't know if you can hear her, but my cat is really insisting on meow. That usually means I'm missing something really important, like feed me now. Dang it, that was too much color. Let's wipe that away. There we go. Better. Well, guys, I think I can't get around it, but you must excuse me for but a moment. But my cat insists on meow. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Do you think it works the other way around too? If I scream at my cat, will it bring me some food? No, unfortunately that does not work that way. That's not written in the Human Cat Treaty from 1789, so they won't do it. Yeah, but now we come to the sponsored part of this video. This video is sponsored by Paulaner Spezi, a very delicious caffeinated beverage with orange lemonade and cola, made in Germany. No, it's not sponsored, but I got myself a little treat. Hey, hydrate. That's the spot. Also, something I can recommend if you have a 3D printer, print yourself one of those. Put it on, close your can again, so that the fizzies stay in there. Keep the fizzies inside. And now we take pure blue horror. It's the horror, the blue horror. And now we take our fancy little tool where I've cut up a bit of a sponge to get a more precise applicator. The applicator. That tail looks fragile. Well, it's more stiff than you think, and it can withstand a little bit of torture. Please insert some inappropriate joke right here. Do you guys have that much snow too? Yes, I have quite a lot of snow. It's about, I would say, 3 or 4 centimeters. But it keeps melting and reapplying, so it doesn't actually grow that much. It started at New Year's Eve. No, that's a lie. It started in the morning of New Year's. So the secret with sponging is you dab it on once and then you leave it for a few seconds so that it can dry on the surface, and then you can sponge again. If you do it too fast, you will take off the color that you just sponged again. And you have to be quite delicate with the application touch. But I must say this blend looks really nice. And it's a lot of fun. Will you go over the skin with the glaze? No. But I think I will paint on a pattern to this. I'm still thinking, deliberating with myself if I want to do zebra stripes, tiger stripes, or leopard spots. So, I think that's enough for now. Yeah, that looks good. Let's wash out the sponge. the other sponge. So to your question with the glaze, Raven Hobbies, I usually don't do glazes that much. I'm not proficient in that technique enough to make it look good. Also, it's a technique that takes quite a lot of time. And since these are gaming miniatures and not competition pieces, I usually don't do that kind of stuff. Sorry, I had to sneeze right now. One more speechy sip. Give the armor a good wash. Oh, music is empty. Let's go with this one. Remember always to close your shades and washes and contrast paint pots after use. It will save you a lot of money in the long run. From Raven Hobbies. Yes, it does take a lot of time indeed. I was just curious. Are those for your own army? Yes, they are. Right now I don't have any commissions. Nobody wants to pay my commission fees. Probably too expensive for most of them. But that's okay. So, I'm curious, guys, about commissions. How much would you say are prices that you would be willing to pay for a miniature to be painted. So for example, one of those here. How much would you be willing to pay for one of those miniatures? So according to my streams, painting one of those takes roughly 2 hours. Based on that. From Raven Hobbies. Oh gosh, it's hard to say, to be honest with you. Are you going by an individual model basis or as a squad? I am normally basing my my pricing on the price of the model itself and what kind of paint job the people like me to do. So for example, a simple base coat paint job where everything is neatly painted in one color, this would be well, the price of the miniature itself. So for example, let's say one of those infantry models, a box of 10 normally costs you 50 euros, so €5 per model. That means the paint job in just simple base colors would be €5. For a paint job like this, with highlights and shadows, I would say at least double the miniature price. So 10 euros for a single miniature paint job. For a high level paint job with glazing involved and maybe OSLs and stuff like that, I would charge maybe 3 times the miniature price. So 15 euros per miniature for that. But it gets way more expensive when way more expensive miniatures are involved, obviously. So for a character model, for example, you have a miniature that costs maybe 35 euros, and you want a high level paint job of level 3. That would be 105 euros just for the paint job, plus the 35 euros for the miniature itself. And then if I have to assemble that, also I would charge for that. Depending on how difficult the miniature is to assemble, of course. So a simple sequitur where you maybe have to attach a shield, that's maybe €1 or 2 for assembly, but when you give me a Saturnine Terminator with 75 different parts to them, I would charge hefty for assembly. Plus you need to cover the cost for paints, etc., and brushes. Yeah, that comes also to that. So I would charge generally a €5 fee for every paint job for covering paints and brushes and usables like tissues and stuff and glue. So for a high-level paint job for a character miniature, we are speaking about maybe 150 euros for one miniature. And to be honest, nobody wanted to paint that, to pay that, ever. I don't know if I'm pricing too high, but that's the time that I spent with that. It's quite a lot. So, generally, what would be your high point for a normal miniature? From Raven Hobbies, I know a friend paid £75 for 3 blade guard to be painted to tabletop standard. Yeah, that's reasonable. Was there the miniatures included or excluded? Just for the paint job, the 75. So, what color should I paint the spots in? Maybe this one? I wonder. No, maybe that contour blue, that could work. He sent his miniatures, so that was just a paint job. Ah, okay. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. So let's paint some spots, shall we? Now we need to be brave. Spots, here we come. I enjoy painting myself, so I've not ordered a commission. Yeah, me too. So, what do you think? Okay, now here's leopard spots. Let's highlight those. For that, I think I need shoulder. Now it needs to be brighter. Don't touch the golds. It's some sort of griffon. Yes, it is a griff charger. You know, in Age of Sigmar, the Stormcast Eternals have several subspecies of the griffon under their command. The griff charger. They are a subspecies, I would say, of the hippogriff, just without wings. Then you have the griff hounds. They're like a dog with a bird beak. One character model is riding on a real griffon. Then you have the griff stalkers that the Lord Terminus is riding. And so on. There are like about 15 different subspecies of griff beasts. In the cities of Sigmar you have also the demi-griffons. The chariots are pulled by griff strikers. They are completely lion body with a bird head. so they don't have here the bird claws in the front. A few minutes ago we were talking about the origins of all the Griff beasts, the theory behind them, how they came to be, if it is evolution based with a common ancestor, or if they are chimeras created by a precursor that is interbreeding with different species. From Hunraku 3. I like the color scheme and patterning a lot, giving me ideas for some other figures I've got. Conquest Panthera's avatar. Yeah, nice. That's what my streams and painting videos are all about. To give you inspiration for today, like Sean from Blue Table Painting always said. I hope you got your inspiration for today. Music suddenly stopped. Oh no. It was just another song starting. So for the patterns here, I'm leaving a little bit of the dark on the outside and highlighting the middle portions of that. And to stabilize myself, you see I'm resting my finger on the miniature itself, the paint holder touching the table, so that I'm not shaking whatsoever. It's nice music, chill, not aggro. Yeah, it's cinematic 80s retro synth playlist, Lost Arcade, royalty-free, copyright-safe music. Somebody commented today I should play Iron Maiden. Said if I want to get my channel banned, of course. Sure, go ahead. Play Iron Maiden. But no thank you. I want to have my channel still up and running. Thank you very much. Better than no music. So, anybody else painting something right now? Want to share with the class? Like I always say, I'm Instagram link friendly here, or you can drop a work in progress or a finished miniature in my Discord if you're so fancy. You can also place the Discord link real quick again. There we go. If you want to join the Discord, feel free. It is free. No Patreon or coffee subscription needed to enter. But if you are already in 20 different other painting streamer Discords and you don't want to join mine, it's okay. I totally understand. I still like you nonetheless. And cleaning figures, says Hunrakui. And cleaning figures, dwarves for Oathmark. Lots of dwarves to clean and assemble. Yeah, nice. Nice! Cleaning dwarves. They are always protected by a big layer of dirt and grime. That's why they have so good armor saves, you know? Running out of space on my wet palette. That's not good. An error has occurred. Please try again later. Dang it. Let's try this one then. Crossfire royalty-free 80s action movie synth playlist. Copyright safe. Okay. Let's take that one. I think we heard that before. I'm just stippling here some highlights into the patterns, barely touching. So, what is your beverage of choice while painting or assembling or cleaning dwarves or building elf or Eldar terrain? Okay, that's all the patterns done. I hope you like it. Whew. Time for another break. You know, highly concentrated painting is quite draining. If you don't want to suffer a burnout, frequent little breaks are in order. Yeah, I like it. But painting this miniature will take quite some more time. So we can say painting the knight here will take roughly about 2 more hours at least. Painting him. And finishing him, we need all the leashes and the saddle. We have here the little cloth parts. All the feather bits need to be a different color. Then we need to paint here the claws. I wanted to have that in an orange to yellow, so as a nice contrast to the blue. Same goes for the beak. Yeah, I would say at least 2 more hours for this one. So yeah, the next 2 streams are covered with that. But I would say we have made quite progress today. So, I think I will finish the stream right now. I have expended all my painting juices for today. So, if you have any final words or last questions, please put them in the chat. Okay, no more questions. Then I would say thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for chatting, and you know all the YouTube pleasantries. Please leave a like and share and subscribe and all the good stuff. Leave a comment for the comment gods, and we see us in the next stream. Alexandra, bye!